immigration, I think of it as helping our clients understand how that they can comply with the complex set of immigration rules on the one hand and all the guidance that sits alongside it. And these rules and these guidance is updated regularly by the Home Office. So it's making sure businesses understand how they can employ people legally here in the UK. So as their UK workforce, they need to make sure that they are doing right to work checks on everybody. And at the same time, if they want to bring somebody in from abroad, they need to understand what is the best immigration route for them. Is the role eligible for a visa, and then helping them understand what that process is. So it could involve becoming a licensed sponsor, so we'd help them with that process. And it's also about understanding what their ongoing duties are in terms of compliance with those rules and those guidance that I mentioned. The UK's immigration system has gone through a huge change over recent years, and this is a direct result of Brexit. So once the UK left the EU, new rules were put in place to enable EU nationals as well as non-EU nationals to be able to come into the UK and work. The system essentially was designed to be more streamlined, and the process is supposed to be much easier. For example, skill levels and salary levels have been lowered, so in theory this should allow more people to be able to come to the UK with a work visa. However, the difficulty you've got there is that there are more applications being made. The Home Office is incredibly busy at the moment, so despite these simplifications, the process still takes a long time. So it's really important that businesses understand what the new system is, what those eligibility criteria are, and they make their applications in good time, so that if they do have a need to bring skilled work into the UK, they've built in a timetable so that they can understand the Home Office backlog perhaps and be able to make that visa application in good time to get people into the UK. The main service that we offer is the sponsor licence process. So most of the visa routes into the UK require the business to become what's called a licensed sponsor. So they're registered with the Home Office, and the Home Office will do a sort of a mini vetting process to make sure that that business is suitable to sponsor people. So a lot of what we do is helping businesses understand, firstly, are they eligible, and if they are, helping them, supporting them with that process of making the application. And then once they have the licence, it's helping them understand who they can bring to the UK under that licence. So for every skilled vacancy they have in the UK, we help them understand, can they bring somebody in on a skilled worker visa, for example, and then the process that follows with that. We also help businesses who are sponsors understand what their sponsor duties are, and this is a huge area of compliance. The Home Office rules are incredibly complicated, and businesses can easily trip up and perhaps miss out a reporting obligation, for example. So we help them understand what those reporting obligations are and how to carry them out. The immigration team here at Capital is also part of the employment team, which is incredibly helpful. Our clients who need immigration support are employers, so they also need that employment support, and it helps enormously that all of our immigration lawyers are skilled employment lawyers at the same time. And they're able to offer that breadth of experience, the full package, if you like. In terms of other teams and other services here at Capital, immigration spans quite a lot of what we do. So for example, in our corporate team, if they're involved in deals, investments into a company or a sale or a purchase, for example, then we get involved in immigration due diligence. Another area is identifying if any of the companies in that deal are a licensed sponsor, because by and large the nature of the deal will mean that they have to report something to the Home Office. So we help them understand what they need to do, when they need to do it by as well. It also spans all teams really. Any part of our firm who has a client who's an international client and is thinking of coming to the UK, for example, to open a business or open a subsidiary in the UK, then we need to be working with them to help them understand, okay, do the people that you're bringing over to do this, do they have the right permission to work in the UK? And if not, how can we help them? you.